Yo, what's up everyone? In this video, we're going to be going over the Elliott Wave targets for Chainlink and see why it still remains bullish for possibly the remainder of the year and throughout 2025. I say possibly because I do have a scenario that we should be aware of, but nevertheless, I still think it's very bullish for the year 2025, even if we were to go for one last market dip. Now, just a quick friendly reminder to hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help. I really appreciate everyone's support so far. We are now approaching 7,000 subscribers, something that I never imagined, so I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. So as we approach the end of 2024, we've made significant progress in gathering extensive price data. One of the main phases I watch for is accumulation after a period of drawdown, which we got. Then theoretically, it is often followed by an expansion phase that is going to be observed as a larger wave 3 to the upside, which is going to be the most profitable wave when looking at the Elliott Wave map. This typically occurs as investors gradually accumulate altcoins during periods of market decline. So with that market decline in mind, we ended what is likely the bear market in a way similar to how we did with Bitcoin. It ended in a triple zigzag denoted as a WXYXZ, which is a triple zigzag. It is quite rare of a pattern in itself, but since it did follow Bitcoin's footsteps quite nicely, we have pretty good evidence and conviction that the bear market has ended entirely for altcoins and now ready to move to the upside. Now, as Bitcoin continues to move higher, just as we have anticipated over the past few months, I'm inclined to believe that altcoins will also follow Bitcoin's lead. Most, if not all, altcoins are likely to see upward momentum. However, the key is to identifying those with the best risk-reward profile. And I believe Chainlink stands out there with a significant potential for a higher percentage move compared to many other altcoins. For instance, take Solana. Although its chart suggests further upside, it's currently positioned in a smaller degree wave 4 within the Elliott Wave structure. And you may be asking, okay, what about Ripple or XRP? Ripple is in a wave 4 as well, but doesn't that mean it's not showing as much potential if it's in a wave 4 as well compared to Chainlink? Not necessarily, because it's in a higher degree wave 4, offering a potentially stronger risk reward than Solana as well. Solana has more or less already done most of its bull run earlier than many of these altcoins. The better you can identify these higher degree accumulation phases, the greater the risk reward ratio becomes, maximizing your profit potential. So if we take a quick look at where Chainlink stands from our previous analysis back in February, you can see our expectation has played out more or less to our liking, almost perfect, as we can say. We are looking for an intermediate degree wave 1 to the upside, completed as a 5-wave move up. We were looking for this last 5th wave in the minor degree in the white to play, and that's exactly what we got. That's what we were looking for. Then we were looking for a similar fashion, which is going to be a 3-wave move that's going to be followed after a 5-wave move is going to be happening, and we got that 5-wave or 3-wave move rather, as well as a WXY. Now, there are a lot of corrective patterns. Wave 2s can play out as any corrective pattern other than a triangle pattern, and that's what we got. We got a WXY, and that was a period of drawdown for a couple of months as well, but we did get another accumulation phase on the lower degree, and we should now theoretically, with everything in combination and intertwining with the current market situation and sentiment, is that we should be following suit pretty soon if this is going to be playing out. We should be looking for a follow-through very soon, breaking these previous resistances and, more importantly, this previous termination point of wave 1. So if that's the case, we're going to be looking for a breakage of all-time high eventually, going into the higher degree 3, 4, 5s, and that should eventually bring us into the conservative targets of around $100 to $200 per Chainlink. As we can see, the targets are not drawn to scale, but our conservative targets are around $100 to $200 per Chainlink. So this is how I'm currently seeing Chainlink, ladies and gentlemen. We should be looking for a great follow through. If that is going to be the case, we should be seeing that in this current bull run as we are speaking. So if that's the case, that should be following suit, and that's why we should be comparing again to all of these other altcoins that are also portraying more upside, but we got to be finding the right altcoins that show the highest risk reward potential when it comes to where we are positioned on the degrees for the Elliott Wave map. And right now we are currently in that possible wave 3 of the highest degree, and we should be following suit for an expansion phase to the upside. So hopefully that was helpful, ladies and gentlemen. I think that we are going to be looking for higher levels. This is going to be extremely a huge move to the upside if this is going to be playing out. Now, we do have a possibility of going to the downside one more time if this does turn into a possible WXYXZ. Now, having two consecutive WXYXZs is very rare in itself. So if I had to choose a route right now, and with the current sentiment in mind, I'd really like to see Chainlink break out of this region right now, or at least relatively soon. Then we can see far more confidence coming into this coin in itself, and I think that should be playing out with higher conviction to the upside. And I think this coin has a very high potential, and even from these levels, just going up to $100 is already a 500 to a 600% gain, 5 to 6x gain. That is a huge risk reward potential compared to what you could be seeing for Solana, where it only shows around 200 to 300%. So hopefully that was helpful, ladies and gentlemen. I'll have more altcoin updates. Again, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll be making sure to pump out more altcoin videos as we are now possibly entering an alt season. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.